I am so excited to finally get to go camping again. I really wanted to get out there this summer, but I feel like things have just been so busy. And anytime I would have had the opportunity to go out, it was so hot that it would have just been miserable. But I have been really inspired by this Korean vlogger that I watch. They do this weekly camping video, and it's been raining like crazy over in Korea lately. So everything looks so cozy, but a total pain. Yeah, the weather is perfect for a camping trip. We lucked out. Crisp, cool breeze, but not freezing. I really hope you packed a warm sleeping bag because I have a spot on the mountains and it's likely gonna get cold tonight. Great. Yeah. Pull up over here. You can park for free in front of the Welcome Center overnight without issue, and you can skip the fees of the campground parking. You just have to pay for it with a bit of a hike, but the views are amazing. Yeah, this is my favorite camping spot in the state, and I've been to a lot of them. It's great for a beginner camper. Lots of amazing views, and there's a campground close by if you are a little spooked by sleeping straight up in the woods. That's all you brought? Well, it's fine. I brought my entire camping setup, so you shouldn't be wanting for anything. I tried not to bring too much because if we really wanted to go all out, I could have brought my big tent with my air mattress. Nope. For your very first camping experience, you gotta rough it for the most part. So, we have a little bit of a hike to make, so make sure you have your water bottle handy. We're gonna go up this small mountain trail, and there's a nice little clearing near a cliff that has a gorgeous view of the canyon. It's my favorite spot, and so few people are willing to make the trek up because it's far from the campground. So, how come you've never come camping before? I've invited you loads of times. I get it, but honestly, we live in a world where there's basically high-speed internet everywhere. I completely understand the sentiment, though. I didn't always love camping as much as I do now. It was boring sometimes, even to me when I was a kid. But now that I'm older, I find it really relaxing to just disconnect from a weekend. I just turn off my phone and take some time to reflect and be away from the grind. It's not for everyone, but it works for me. And I hope you won't just be bored this entire time. Don't worry. I packed my little projector and screen in the car. So if you get bored to death, I'll run back down and get it, and we can watch old movies if you can't stay away from technology for that long. I'll try to keep you occupied. Don't worry. Look at this view. Isn't it gorgeous? It'll look like it's right out of a mystery novel in the morning. When the fog rolls over the mountains, especially when we get to the top. Do you need a quick break? This isn't the easiest hike. No? Alright. Do you want me to take one of your bags? Listen, there is literally nothing to be embarrassed about. The first time I made this hike a few years ago, I was dying by the time I got to the top. And I haven't been camping in months, so I'm definitely feeling it right now. My backpack? I guess it's around 30 pounds or so. I told you you packed light. Trust me, you don't know how much you need until you're stuck out in the wilderness without a way to rinse off your bowls. I got you. Don't worry. And we're almost there now. See, look at this view. Isn't it just gorgeous? I love it out here. And it's supposed to be a super clear night, so it's going to get even more beautiful. I can't wait for you to see it. Okay, so it looks like my stone circle has held over the summer for the most part. Can you just make sure the spots in the stone are filled in where they've fallen and collect some wood for the fire? It's best to do it while we have some light. I'll start setting up the tent. I brought my big one, so I might need your help with putting it up completely. Oh, that wood looks great. Just toss it next to the pit, and if you could give me a hand with the tent, just grab that pole and lift it up with me so it makes the arch. Perfect. Time to grab our sleeping bags. What's wrong? You can't find your sleeping bag? What do you mean? Are you sure? What did you pack if you didn't bring a sleeping bag? Is it not one of these? No, just blankets and hoodies. Did you leave it in the car? Yeah, I know we triple checked before we made the hike, but maybe you misplaced it in the back seat or something. Yeah, there's cell service here. Not the strongest, but you forgot to take your phone off silent, and your sister texted you that you left it on the table? Well, that's unfortunate, but don't worry. We'll figure something out. I'm sure we have enough blankets between us to make one of us into a cozy burrito. No problem. Hey, it's okay. Don't stress out. Part of the fun of camping is running into snags in the plan and coming up with solutions on the fly. We have the tent up, we have the campfire set up. Next thing to do is start setting up dinner. We live in the year 2025. We are not eating hot dogs on a stick. We're gonna make hot pot. It's what I always have when I go camping. It's so comforting and easy, and I brought everything for it. So we first set up this little hot pot stand so the fire is right under the bowl. I bought a spicy and a more milk-based broth, and they're shaped like these little bears that'll melt. And this cooler is why I stopped us at the market before we got here. I got fresh meat and shellfish, pork belly, bulgogi, skirt steak, short ribs, garlic chicken, fish cakes, crab, some gyoza, fish balls, tofu, some clams, watercress, bok choy, daikon, pumpkin, mushrooms, rice cakes, pho noodles, and ramen. And a special treat, I got a little bit of Wagyu too. We can grill it. I've never had it before, but thought we could share a bite or two. I am salivating just thinking about it. Are you hungry? Great. I am starving. This smells heavenly. I am so excited. Hot pot is genuinely my biggest comfort food. It's the perfect food. You don't have to spend tons of time cooking, just tossing things into hot broth, and it can be done alone or with friends. It's exactly why I always ask you to go to Hot Pot for my birthday. If you're going out, they always make you order for at least 2 people, so I need a Hot Pot buddy. You'll go with me next time? Aw, I'd love that so much. And this market is fantastic. I've never gone here, but I definitely will the next time I go camping. This meat is so tender and juicy. Yeah, the stars are gorgeous. I'm so happy that it was clear tonight. Not trying to be all mushy or anything, but I'm happy you asked if you could come camping with me. There are some of our friends who I love very much that I don't know if I could go camping with. I go camping to relax, and some of them are so chatty that if I was stuck in the woods with them for the night, I'd leave more exhausted than I came. But you're always so easy to be around. The silence doesn't feel awkward. I don't feel like I have to jump through hoops to entertain you all the time. You're just really chill. And I appreciate that. Look, look. A falling star. Quick, wish for something. When you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. Anything your heart desires will come to you. You You can't say what you wished for, or it won't come true. And so what if I believe it? Why risk it? If there was even a small chance that it might not come true, there's just no point in testing fate. It's like people who mess with the Ouija boards. Why risk getting haunted? Of course I don't mess with Ouija boards. Fine. If you don't believe in it, then what did you wish for? More quiet moments like this? Yeah, I wished for something similar too. Ready for dessert? I got stuff for s'mores. Sometimes you can't mess with the classics. Alright, dishes are rinsed and food is packed up and put away. Don't want to get jump scared by a bear. No, I've never had that happen to me. I take the proper precautions. So, now that we have to solve the sleeping bag problem, between us we have a couple of blankets. I can wrap myself in them and you can take the sleeping bag. Why me? Because although the spot is beautiful, it is a little rocky and whoever's going to be sleeping on the ground isn't going to have the best time. And usually you might be able to stack all the blankets, but since the sky is so clear, it's going to get really cold. Which means whoever has the blankets is going to have to bundle up with them. We could bundle up our clothes, but that still won't be the comfiest thing. I mean, sure, it was technically your fault that you left your sleeping bag at home. And I don't want your first camping experience to be ruined by a miserable night's sleep. I mean, of course I'm willing to tank it. You're my friend and I want you to have a good time. You're not going to let up, are you? Okay. If I can't convince you, then sure. But if at any point you wake up and you want to switch, just know that I happily will. Hey. Everything okay? You're tossing a lot. I told you it was going to be uncomfortable. Come on, let's swap. I mean it. You're going to be exhausted tomorrow if you don't get some sleep. And we have like half a mile to hike down the mountains. I don't want you to break a leg or something. You're shivering pretty bad. Hey, come on. Your lips look blue. Okay, you might actually be getting hypothermia. Just get in the sleeping bag. You're so dumb. Were you going to risk losing a finger over a sleeping bag? I'm gonna have to help warm you up. Scooch over. There you go. Give me your hands. Let's warm you up. Feeling better? Good. Alright, I'll get a blanket and wrap you up. Then you can sleep. You don't want me to leave? Isn't it awkward having me so close to you? I don't know. People don't normally cuddle with their friends, even if it's to stop hypothermia. I just want to make sure that I'm not making you uncomfortable. You like having me here? The frostbite must have gotten to your brain. Because you don't talk like this to me. Ever. I guess there's no better time than now. Cuddling in a sleeping bag in the woods alone. Your lips do still look blue. Maybe I can help warm them up. Was that too far? I'm glad you liked it. I didn't know if you'd ever see me as anything other than just another one of your friends. You've had a crush on me for how long? Why didn't you say anything? Because I seemed too comfortable? When you like someone, you're more nervous? What can I say? You make me feel really comfortable. Like I said earlier, but I would be lying if I didn't say I was a little nervous now. But I like it. Still feeling cold? Okay, let me help. And hey, my wish came true. I told you. You should never say your wishes out loud.